Avoidance. Avoidance is a tactic we use to escape having to deal with uncomfortable situations. We want to avoid pain, loss, discomfort, embarrassment. So we find ways to duck out. Maybe we want to avoid certain truths about other people or about ourselves. And we think that by avoiding those things, we can escape the reality of them. We'll do anything we can to convince ourselves that time heals all wounds, but that's not true. Time does not heal all wounds in and of itself. Some things only go away if they're confronted directly. Some things have to be dealt with. Sooner or later, every issue in your life is going to have to be confronted. But we often don't like confrontation because we're so ill-equipped to operate in those situations. We can put things off for a while, but eventually the time comes when action is required. The day of reckoning. And our efforts to avoid the days of reckoning lead us to become numb, jaded, bitter, avoidant people when we could be strong and courageous. Whether we realize it or not, that perpetual avoidance still makes an impact on our situation because the effort we expend wears us out. It also affects our closest relationships. We don't mean for that to happen, but it does. Do what you don't want to do, so you won't do what you don't want to do. And by that I mean, face the things you don't want to face, so you won't do things you'll regret, like putting it off. Putting off till tomorrow something that needs to be done today will usually lead to regret on some level, so why put it off? Why delay the freedom you'll experience as a result of taking action? All things come to a head sooner or later. Might as well take care of it now and get it over with. Some of you are keeping a tight lid on some things that you desperately want to be free of. It might be some internal feelings. It might be a desire to achieve something or learn something. It might be to get off the couch and work on your fitness. It might be something you need just to break through. Whatever the case, now is the time for taking serious action. How about your faith walk? Is it stagnant and dry? Are you avoiding that because you know there's junk in your life and you just think that God might be done with you? There's going to come a time where you're going to look back and you wish you would have done something about it. What about your marriage? Is there an aspect or element of your marriage where you find yourself at a loss for words? Is there an aspect of your marriage that's lacking? Something that's preventing you from having an abundant, blessed marriage? Maybe it's something that needs to be said. Maybe it's something that needs to be done. Maybe it's something that needs to be confessed. Maybe you need to confront your spouse about something that's eating you up inside. How about your health and fitness? Are you avoiding turning that around because you think it's too late? Have you given up trying? Are you running from the pain and the muscle ache? I mean, we all say we're going to start tomorrow. Well, tomorrow is today. What about yourself? Are there some things about yourself that you just can't stand? Or things that you're too scared to face? Look, with Life Tribe, the next 12 weeks are a now or never moment. Don't let it be a moment you look back on and regret. Don't let it be a season where you look back and say, I wish I would have fill in the blank. Dive in and get after it. Get as much out of this time as possible, and you will be amazed at what happens. But if you don't, you will miss out on something incredible. So what's one significant thing you've been avoiding facing? And why have you been avoiding it? What do you think it's going to take for you to step up and overcome it? What do you need to be able to have that strength to do that? And how can we help you? How can your Life Tribe brothers help you? Will you face a reckoning? Or will you just keep putting it off?